Hey y'all, welcome to Over Under Ohio Edition, the show where we give you the best sports betting information in the nation. I'm your host, Tony Anderson, and today we are breaking down the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl. Now, I was in Philly, and those fans are hyped for their birds. Listen, Broad Street was nuts. And yes, for Ohio, while the Bengals lost, Who Dey Nation is still proud as well. So joining me today, we have some of the best in the business. Bet for the Win's Prince J. Grimes and Ohio's own Cincinnati Enquirer sports editor, Jason Hoffman. Now, Jason, let's start with you. Before we talk Super Bowl, what happened to the Bengals? They didn't cover the point spread, and they hit the under. What happened in Cincy?
Remade offensive line, 3 of 5 starters from the beginning of the season not playing, finally caught up with them. When you have the ball in your hands with 2 minutes to go and you can drive down and take the lead, you got to capitalize, just like last year's Super Bowl, where the Bengals had the lead with 4 minutes to go and couldn't go down and seal it. So 2 years in a row of a disappointing ending, but the future is bright. The core is young. You've still got T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase all coming back next year. Joe Burrow, obviously. Their window, as Joe Burrow said, is open his entire career.
All right, moving on to the big game. Now, there are so many storylines. Andy Reid returning to the city. Finally, he has returned. Now, he wasn't able to get a championship for the city, and now, ironically, he has to try and prevent Philly from winning it all. Then we have the brothers, brother versus brother, Eagles center Jason Kelce and Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. That's going to be an interesting household. There's so much drama, but we care about the lines. Okay, so now, as of now, Typico has the Eagles as the favorites. Prince, are you taking the Eagles to cover?
I am not. I'm going to roll with the Chiefs in this one. That's going against everything my mind is telling me and what we've seen all year. The Eagles have absolutely been the best team in the NFL. However, my gut is telling me to roll with the Chiefs because my logic is failing me. I picked against both of these teams in the conference championships. But what I won't do is pick against Patrick Mahomes again. I think ultimately that guy's the difference, man. He's the best player in the NFL. I think this is going to be another close game that comes down to the line. And if I have to pick between these two quarterbacks and which one is going to get it done at the end of the game, I'm going to roll with Mahomes.
Hey, Prince, you keep picking against my Eagles, man. Stop doing it.
It's not working out.
Jason, let's go to... It's not, but we'll see. Jason, who do you like to win it all?
Well, they say styles make fights, right? And the Eagles have the best offensive and defensive line. They had the best lines out of the Final Four. And even though this is a step up in class for them, the AFC was clearly the better conference this year. I think that they get it done because of those lines. I'll take the Eagles minus the points.
See, Jason, I knew you and I were here, man. You're a smart man. You know what I mean? You bet for the Eagles last week and it's paying off for you. Hey, Who Dey Nation, make sure y'all listen to Jason. All right, we are going to build out our perfect parlay. Now, I like the Eagles to cover, so I'm keeping it simple. Jason, I know you like the Eagles as well. In this leg of the parlay, where are you thinking?
I like the under right now, the point total. You get a little bit of value there on the VIG. So right now I'd say under 49.5 total points.
I'll roll with Travis Kelce anytime touchdown score. Eagles cornerbacks are great. They're not going to really let Kansas City's receivers do too much. So Kelce's going to have a big game.
I absolutely like Travis Kelce to get his touchdown. So I believe this is the perfect parlay. Eagles to win, hit the under, and Kelce to get a touchdown anytime. We will be back next week with more Super Bowl talk, as well as some talk on the Cavs. You know, we got to rep Ohio sports, right? I'm Tony Anderson signing off. This is Over Under. And don't forget, head to Typico Sportsbook and place your bets right now. You've heard our bets. You can take your bets to Typico right now.
Hey sports fans, if you want to learn more about sports betting, be sure to follow us on our YouTube channel and be sure to check out all of our exclusive tips and fantasy coverage at betforthewin.com.